Good morning, good morning. I apologize for the bounciness of the video right now, and maybe today my leg is killing me. It put some, saw the picture from last night how swollen it was. It's even huger and it's really purple and from blood or whatever. I put 2 pieces of KT tape and my compression sock last night when I slept. Had my feet elevated and felt really good. Also, my weight wasn't on it. I'm going slow here. Felt really, really good. Stood up, felt it actually when I woke up, and my mobility's better with it, of course. But you know, you put this heavy pack on it and my weight, and it's just, I've got, like I said last night, 51.2 miles to town. And assuming how I heal or don't heal or get better, I've got to take some time off. This guy Comish. Don't have a huge budget, so it's hard to just go spend 4 nights in a hotel. So gotta figure out what to do. Maybe there'll be trail angels there or something, but hurts so bad. And it's supposed to be, it's actually lightening up right now. It's supposed to be only like 10% chance of rain today, but it's really cloudy, so I need a break on the weather today. I have to do a full-on yard sale, which is when we lay everything out and dry it out. Everything I have is soaked. If I don't, I risk hypothermia tonight if I can't stay dry and warm. I don't mind hiking when I'm wet. Don't like it, but I can live. But at night, it's another story. Ow. If I bend it laterally the wrong way, it's literally unbearable pain. Wow, see the glaciers above me. It's just sad because I'm going such a beautiful place, such a beautiful place, and I almost can't see the beauty or even see anything right now. I literally am looking down at the dirt, trying not to fall or slip or step the wrong way. And I'm in one of the most remote, rough sections. Well, so far that I've done, it's by far the most remote, but rough, unkept trail I've ever seen. And it really pissed me off. It's dangerous for everybody. I was actually, I said yesterday, I was pissed off about the trail before I fell off the trail and down a cliff. It was ridiculous. And you shouldn't have a public national trail that people hike on, and it's unfit for humans. No way in hell a horse could come in this section. No way. So my plan is, I've got to do at least 17. There's a lot, it seems like a lot of water. I don't know about campsites, but a lot of spots and a lot of things, about 17 and a half miles. So I'm gonna shoot for that. Hope I can do it. I have all day. Yesterday, I forgot to say I started at 7 in the morning and got done at 6. So talk about a long day, and it was pain the whole way. I mean, it's agonizing pain. I don't mean to harp on that, but it's not like a little, and I have very high pain tolerance. I was in a major car accident when I was 19 and broke my back, my collarbone, and other things, but I shouldn't be here today. Definitely shouldn't be able to backpack. Or I had a very good amateur golf career too. So I like to find the odds, but this pain is second to that car accident. I have downhill for about 8 miles. Let's talk about today, 8 miles. I told you around 17 miles, 8 miles. And then and I was told by a lot of hikers, well, because of my injury, that, well, you're done with all the really big steep ones. Well, no, I think after this one, I go down 8 miles and then go up. It's 4.3 miles and 2,500 feet. So it's probably the steepest I've done out here and heading southbound. So I don't know why people said you're done with it, but once I get up there, I haven't looked at it closely, so I may be completely wrong on this, but it looks a lot, the mountains they're roly-poly up and down, but they're a lot less big and steep, so into town. So I'm hoping that's the case. And that's it for now. I'll talk to you guys later. Oh, and it's day 64, July 11th. That's a Thursday. Can't forget that in my daily vlog.
Well, I had just walked to that river crossing there, and injury to insult, they have a blowdown in the creek. You had to go over that too, which made it a lot harder. But looking up and down the stream for ways, there's no other way. And my feet are soaked from all the wet bushes and trees anyway, so if anything, I just cleaned off my shoes a little bit. But that's a lot of the stuff you have to do out here. Now my socks, feet are freezing. That view doesn't suck. So you want to come do the PCT, huh? This is the trail. Deep, gross, wet mud. And it's a river. So when in doubt, walk right up it. And it continues. Too bad because the area is pretty, but this is crazy. I haven't seen anything like this before. Little pieces of it being underwater, but not the whole thing. Boy, is that water cold. Good on my ankle, probably. Finally, the water turns off this way somewhere. Okay, so these are what I've been dealing with for the last couple days. Trails like this when I got hurt. Except for there's no cliff on the right side like I did when I fell. But at least the ground here is smooth. That was completely grown over and full of rocks on the ground and a cliff on one side. So you couldn't have designed it. Oh, and it was muddy and wet from days of rain. So you couldn't have combined more bad things or something that happened like what happened to me. I mean, they haven't been here in I don't know how many years. I may get lucky and have to skirt the river and not go across, we'll see. Nice little campground here. See the spot here? You can always tell, of course, when it's dry like that. Somebody was there last night because we had a lot of rain last night, so under tents are usually dry. There's a smaller one over there. And there's actually one back there that I passed already. Yeah, pretty nice. What's nice too is the water's close, so easy to get water. Okay, onward. Love bridges now. Look at all the logs. Look at that. You can see what we deal with even on the trail. So I'm almost at the river. I'll look at the mileage, but you can hear it, and it's supposedly a bridge, so we'll check it out. These kind of folks are going to give me some extra ibuprofen. I really need some. I have some, but not much. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. Okay, here we go up to Red's Pass. Like I said, 4.3 miles, 2,500 feet of elevation. It's supposedly the last big one. Just had a nice break with two people that I've been passing a little bit today, a couple. They also flipped like me. And they gave me some to leave. So I think I have enough to get me to Skycoma, so that's great. And super nice couple. I told you my two secret things are
Put some coffee in my water bottle. I have it in there. I've got there's a water source in about 2/10 of a mile. I'm gonna filter some water. The other thing is music. And like a dummy, I left my, I put shuffle on last night. It just was on and now it's dead. So I gotta try to make this up to the top on my own. But I can do it, I think. I'm limping all the way, baby. Let's do this. All right, so just crossed that river. It wasn't very easy, but so I'm gonna get some water. There's water all along, but I'm gonna carry water for 5 miles. And then that'll be a little bit over the top, and then get some water there, and then figure out how far I wanna go. When I get to the top, I don't know exactly, but I've done about 12 to 13 miles somewhere in there, and I wanna get to 15 or 16. I don't have to, which is great. I'm gonna see how I feel when I get to the top. I know I'm gonna be tired because I don't have my music, but we'll see. All right, gotta filter some water. So steep, oh my God. I'm having to stop about every 100 yards to catch my breath. And we'll be at about 6,500 feet when we get to the top, but just took my rain pants off. They were super hot and they don't breathe, as you know. And going like a half mile and it's starting to mist, it's kind of sprinkle almost. So it's supposed to be a 10% chance of rain in the mountains. You're gonna get that 10%, just Murphy's Law. All my rain gear is soaked. Everything I have is soaked. And I needed sun today. It's supposed to be sunny. I've seen like 5 30-second patches of sun and right away it goes away. It's weird, in these mountains you not only have the clouds but a lot of fog. And so even if there's sun there, the fog just block, you know, it looks almost like night. So yeah, I don't know what to do. I hope I don't see it happening, but I hope there's somewhere I can drop my tent and stuff. If not, I'm gonna be soaking wet tonight. See what happens, I don't know. More snow. Yeah, baby, yeah! I'm on top of the world! I actually read its pass. That was a beast. That was the most difficult, and all the water, and it was complete mud, and losing the trail, and post-holing, and rocks everywhere, and steep. It took me, it started at 12:50, it's 3:50, so exactly 3 hours ago, 4.3 miles. I didn't really stop. I stopped a couple times, took my rain pants off, and talked to 2 different couples. So it probably cost me another 15, 20. So pretty well. I've got a bunch of snow, I'll show you in a second, coming down. So I've got to be really, downhill snow is more dangerous for slipping. I got to get past some of the snow and then find some camping about, I want to do 15 or 16, so I have 3 or 4 more miles. But it's only 4 o'clock, so if I can get done by 6, you know, that'd be cool, maybe sooner. I don't have to force the miles now. I did my math wrong, and I'll explain it tonight when I get in my tent. So anyway, suppose this is the last big one, so I sure hope so. Oh, look at that. There's a marmot right there. They're super curious. They're fat up here. I wonder what they're eating. We're in a stare down right now. I have a feeling he's gonna win. There's marmot number 5. They love being perched on rocks. I'm not sure why. There's something called the reflection pond about now I'm about 2.1 miles away from me. And there's a couple campsites and there's water, you know, pond. So I'm gonna try to get there. Just hoping spots aren't taken. Holy guacamole, look at this view. Oh wow, look at this reflection pond. A lot of snow right here. Haven't seen any snow for a while. And I don't see any tents. I even see some trees, so I'm hoping I can get in those trees in case it rains or whatever. And wow, look at that, it's beautiful. I see one on the far side by the log, one close by. So we'll see which one's best. Got to set up, I see some clouds coming in. Okay, I took this spot. There's the reflection pond. I'm having a full-on yard sale here. I don't know how well it's gonna work. It's 5:48 and cloudy, but it's very breezy up here. I'm just hoping just the wind itself will dry out. Even if I could dry it out 50% or more, that'd be really great. That's my ground sheet right there. Down puffy, tent, and then my rain cover. So let's see day 2 on my ankle, and sorry for the graphic nature, but this is stuff that happens out here and I wanted to show it to you. Hey guys, just wrapping up another day. It is, let me look on my watch. 8:24. Still light, of course. It gets dark at about 10ish. I ended up doing 15.6 miles today, and that's good. I figured out mathematically. By the way, I screwed up on my math, and I don't know what I was thinking. I just didn't even put much thought into it. But I started this 108 miles on Monday, and I figured out all the averages, and if I hustle at 6 days, and this is before my injury, but if I hustle at 6 days, and if not, I can roll in on 7 days. And I thought, well, 6 days will be, I don't know what I was thinking, because I started this 6 days on Monday. And for some reason, I guess I screwed up, but I was thinking, oh, I'll get there Friday night and then go Saturday and get my package. But if I do 6 full days, which it looks like I'm going to do, I'll end up pretty close on Saturday night. And actually, what I'm looking at is, unless I do one really big day or something, I'm going to try to get within about 5 or 6 miles, maybe a little closer, of Stevens Pass and Hitchin on Sunday. And I definitely need to rest for a few days. That way I can finally, assuming they have Wi-Fi, and I heard they did at the hotel, try to stay there for a few days and upload all my videos. I think I'm up to 10 or 11 now. It's all the days I've been out here. And we'll have more by the time I get there. But today was really rough. That steep one I just did is the last. I was looking on Good Hooks, and people are right. It's the very last one, and it was the steepest. You know how when you ever do a day hike, a section hike, a through hike, you know how you're hiking, and even if it's just a day hike, and there's like a patch that's 10 to 20 feet, and it's super steep, just a stretch of the trail. Almost the whole trail was that way all the way up, and I tried to show it. There was a couple meadows that were flat, we were still uphill, but just barely. But oh my gosh, it was just straight up. And then, I dealt with water on the trail and rubble and lots of snow, as you could tell on the top. And but man, was it beautiful when I got up there. But a little bit sketchy on some of the snow because it's getting mushy and soft, especially with all the rain. So I'm like 30. I apologize, I can't remember now. Something like 36 miles away. So if I do a couple 15s, there's no use pushing too hard the next 2 days the way I look at it, because even if I crush it and get the 36 done in the next 2 days, I'm walking in to the pass to get a hitch at night, at the end of the second day. So I might as well, that's Saturday night. I might as well just camp about 5 miles away, like I said, get up, hike to Stevens Pass, and then on Sunday morning just hike the 5 or 6 miles and then hitch in. So that's my plan right now. Man, I don't know if you saw, and I apologize if the pictures gross you out, but yeah, it hurt like heck today. And then a younger couple gave me some Aleve. I took some of that and went up that steep hill, and for some reason uphill doesn't hurt as much as down, but some of the pain went away, and I just was very cognizant of watching my left foot and where I step, and I purposely didn't torque it the wrong way, because I've done that yesterday and it was unbearable. As you can see on my foot, it's gigantic, and it's actually swollen my whole leg, kind of like my shin splints did. And but it was probably 10% less pain than yesterday when it first happened, but it's not much, But I'm just hoping to progressively get better here, and hopefully I don't have to take too many days off. But I could use a break and at least a few days off, so we'll see what happens if I can afford it. So for now, that's it. I hope you enjoyed today. I got to show you a lot of beauty, and you can see in one day how different it is. I was in forest, I was in swamp, I was in the trees, I'm in the open plains, and just in one day you see so much, and that's what's so incredible about the trail. It's not the same every day. Anyway, have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.